Let's talk about some blockbuster headlines over the past couple of days with Chelsea's most high-profile player, you'd have to say, in Cole Palmer. There's lots of talk about him potentially leaving. Manchester United, his boyhood club. Could he end up there at some point? What's the perspective from the Manchester United side and maybe the Chelsea side on that as well?
I've been talking about this. There's an awful lot of noise around this. The fact of the matter is he has a long-term contract, 7.5 years left on his Chelsea contract. He's on a very good deal there in terms of his weekly wage. I can't see any way that Chelsea would let him go. But more to the point, Manchester United couldn't afford him right now. And they're not looking for any attacking options. Look, I'd be surprised if Manchester United did anything in terms of incomings in this transfer window. They've got a new strategy. They plan to do it transfer window by transfer window. The last window in the summer was when they went big. They spent over £280 million on attacking players. The focus next summer will be on central midfield players, defensive central midfield players. Well, that's not Cole Palmer. I can't see how he would necessarily fit into the United squad right now. He is not a priority for them. It's pretty clear that Cole Palmer is a Manchester United supporter. It's pretty clear that his family are. I think there's some suggestion, and from the people I've been speaking to, some truth in the fact that he's maybe not settled as quickly as he would have liked in the southeast, and that he's still got a lot of family up in the northwest. So maybe there's a pull to draw him back there. But there's a huge difference between that and that player leaving Chelsea to go to Manchester United. Chelsea wouldn't let him go. Manchester United don't want him right now, so it's almost irrelevant what Cole Palmer and his family might want at the moment. And maybe something in the future. Maybe Cole Palmer would like to go to Old Trafford in the future. Maybe United might go for him in the future, but I don't see anything imminent there. United are focused on other areas of the squad, plain and simple.
Behind closed doors, privately, Chelsea will be laughing off these reports because Cole Palmer is 22. He was player of the tournament at the Club World Cup. He's had injury problems so far this season, which have prevented him from being at his best. But his contract at Chelsea means that he will be a Chelsea player until he's 30. And he's 22 at the moment. Now, can I see him playing for Manchester United one day? Yes, because he's a United fan. And I think if you were one of his close friends and you were talking to him, he would probably say to you, look, one day I would like to play for Manchester United. But just because he grew up a United fan doesn't mean he's going to end up playing for them. I mean, he was a United fan, but he ended up at the Manchester City Academy.
Yeah.
And he was working under Jason Wilcox, I think, who was the Academy director, who's now the director of football at Manchester United. And there are very good relations between Chelsea and Manchester United.
Well, I just wonder what Chelsea fans make of this. If there was to be any revelation of truth in this, what would Chelsea fans say about one of their star player, a player they absolutely worship, potentially thinking and saying, I want to get to Manchester United, you know, where, with all due respect, United are not at the same level that Chelsea are at the moment. I think there's maybe some words being said behind the scenes about what may happen in the future. There's family loyalties here. There's words coming out from the family. I don't see any substance in it from Chelsea's perspective or from Manchester United's perspective.
I think Chelsea just view him as being untouchable.
Talking about untouchable, let's go straight to Naples because Chelsea are facing Napoli, and we're going to be talking about Cole Palmer, and here he is, the untouchable Gary Cottrell. Big Champions League game, Gary. We've just been talking about him, and he could be available for them, couldn't he?
Yeah, the thigh bone's connected to the groin bone's connected to the toe bone. And of course, that song doesn't go like that, does it? And it's complete nonsense because I don't think there is a bone in the groin. But that kind of sums up Cole Palmer's injury-interrupted season. First of all, it was the groin, which kept him out for quite a while. Then, just as he was coming back, he stubbed his toe at home in some kind of domestic accident. And then he was brought back gradually, managing his minutes because he's that important to the club. Played the full 90 minutes for the first time in a long time against Brentford, a couple of Premier League games ago, and then got this latest thigh niggle, which kept him out of Paphos in the Champions League and Crystal Palace at the weekend. But he is back in training, back in the Chelsea training ground earlier today. Will be on the flight out here as we speak, and he is available for selection a game for the game against Napoli tomorrow night. So he's happy when he's playing. You've discussed there his future and the fact that it's very unlikely he's going to be leaving Chelsea anytime soon. We know the mood music is from the club, from him, that he's happy at the club. The fans love him, the ownership love him. Liam Rossini, I know for a fact, loves him, and Cole Palmer loves being at the club, particularly when he's fit and playing. And he hasn't had enough of that, has he, this season? So once he's back to full match fitness and coming in with the assists and the goals again, I'm sure that he'll be settling into having the rest of the season as a top season, beginning hopefully in the Champions League against Napoli tomorrow night.